Hi everyone, welcome back. I've got my project pan update for you. This is for my 2017 use up by 2017 or use in 2016 project pan, and I've got quite a few bits to add in this time and quite a few bits to take out, so let's just make a start. I've kept them in separate little boxes to help me. This is the box of products that are leading the project. So I'm really pleased to say I've completely used up my Max Factor Lasting Performance in 100 Fair. Last time I tried to do this, loads came out of it, so I thought it was empty when it wasn't and it had a single use left in it. It just kept going and going. I suppose that's the benefit of having it in a squeezy tube though. So yeah, that was a really nice product. I would consider repurchasing that. I think I would have to try it in a different colour because I did like the colour. It's less pink than, for example, 10010 Light Porcelain by Rimmel. So it is a nice colour, and you can just warm it up with bronzer, but I'd be interested to see how the next colour up looked on me now that I've got a little bit more colour in my skin. It was great for me when I was younger, but as I've gotten older and as your skin sort of goes through summers, I find your skin doesn't always 100% go back to as pale as it was after so many years, if that makes sense. So I've got Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour with Comfort Serum in Light Porcelain. This again is completely used up. I wouldn't get this shade again. It's not the same with all of the Rimmel foundations, but this particular one, this shade pulled very pink on me, even though I am a cool skinned. I have repurchased it in Ivory 100 and I'm really enjoying that shade, but yeah, that's completely used up. I've got another one of those to get through as well, believe it or not. This L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes So Couture So Black mascara is completely used up as well. This one is dead as a dodo. I have bled this sucker dry and I've really enjoyed it. I would absolutely repurchase this. It's a great mascara. The other one I used up, which is difficult to really show you, is Rimmel Wake Me Up. Yeah, I feel like I've scraped as much from that as I can. It's getting to the point where when I use it I can't get enough for that single use. So yeah, I'm considering that done. That was in the lightest shade as well. It's all rubbed off, whatever that lightest shade is, and I really like that concealer. I would repurchase it, but I am gonna, when I finish my drugstore concealer review, under eye concealer review series, and tried all the drugstore concealers I want to try, I am gonna move on to some more higher end ones. I'm gonna have to chuck this. It was going really well. It's my Clinique Berry Blush Butter Shine lipstick, because it smells off. I realised I went to use it and all of a sudden it started to smell like it was off. So it's such a shame because I was this much close to being completely finished of that product, and I've got through an awful lot of it, but unfortunately I just feel like it's unsafe, so that's going to have to go. Another product which I've completely used up, the end actually fell out when I went to sharpen it, is this tiny little, what I've got left, it was this big, concealer stick from a foundation from the Body Shop. So it's a concealer stick from the Body Shop. I wouldn't repurchase that. It's a very thick concealer, very heavy, fantastic coverage, great I suppose if you have acne. No good for really, not that great for under the eyes, as I'm sure you can imagine this sort of format, and I don't really suffer with blemishes, so for that reason it's not something I need. If you do suffer with acne or scarring or any concealing you want to do on your face as opposed to under the eyes, then that would be something I would say to try. Certainly worth the money to try it. I'm also going to get rid of my Jelly Pong Pong crappy lashes. So it's Jelly Pong Pong Curl Fairy Lashes Mascara. It's just terrible. It's so terrible I can't force myself to use it, so it's going to have to go in the bin. I have tried, I think in my last one, I can't remember what I said, but something along the lines of I'm going to really give it a go, and if it's doing nothing for me, I don't have time in the mornings to mess around with products that don't work. I do to a certain extent, because if you watch my channel you know I hate waste, so it takes such a lot to get me to this point, but I am going to waste this and chuck it in the bin because it is not far off completely and utterly useless in my opinion. Next, if we want to just move on to the products that are going that are still in the project, I've got the tiniest little bit left of the Colour Trend Chill Out Face Illuminator. I will eat my own hat if that is not completely used up by the next time I do an update. Then I also have the Superdrug BB cream. I've got this on today underneath my foundation. This pulls very, very orange on me, but I can make it work as a moisturiser and primer in one underneath a foundation, so that's what I'm using it for at the minute. And again, there's such a little amount left that I'll be very, very shocked if that doesn't is not gone by the next update. I haven't been wearing much of this perfume because I've been in love with my Marc Jacobs Daisy, and also I switched to a smaller handbag and didn't put this in it, so it didn't get as much love. Again, I'm aiming to have that completely gone by the end, by the time I do my next update. Another example of that, which because there's barely any of it left, is the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I did consider putting it in this one's update, but I really think there's 1 or 2 uses left in that. But if it's 1 or 2, that's all it'll be in that. So again, we're nearly there with that. For my sleek eyebrow kit in light, again, I've used that almost every single day. I actually haven't got it on today, but as you can see, there's a huge amount of pan showing on the cream side. I haven't used this nail polish, can't speak today, sorry guys, I haven't used this nail polish at all. I did suspect I would be saving that till the autumn time, so don't expect that to be gone anytime soon. That's Spiced Plum by 17. I've got half a bottle, just under half a bottle left of the red by Barry M, which is the nail paint. And also I've got a lot left of this blue, which I haven't been getting through at all. So I'm going to make a focus on trying to use those, the red and the blue, a little bit more. Believe it or not, I actually bought them together, and I meant to do them together, and it just didn't look good together. The other product I've been using quite a lot of, but it's probably going to be difficult to show you, is Undress Your Skin MUA. I've got it on today in the centre of my lid, over the top of something else, and in the inner corner. I'm not the hugest fan of this on my cheeks, but I have been wearing it on my cheeks, and yeah, it's going well. It's not going to be finished anytime soon, but it's going well. I'm really pleased with the progress I'm making on this palette. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of pan showing on the 2 eyeshadows now. I wear these all the time for work. I think I've said before I can't use any more of the lipstick because it's covered now in powder, but you know, that's nearly completely gone. And I've been scraping the very last of the cream moussey sort of blush out, and I've still got a couple of uses left of that. So yep, that one's going really well. You're not going to see much progress in this Maybelline Colour Tattoo just because of the way the product is, but this has been used at least 4 to 5 times a week, if not more, and I've got it on my lids today. I really do like it. I wouldn't repurchase this colour, it's just not the colour for me, but I am getting through it. This has only been used once or twice, the e.l.f. primer eyeshadow. I think this is going to end up, yeah, I'm going to bite the bullet now. I'm going to bin this. It just doesn't suit me. The colour just makes me look grey and tired, and it's unflattering. If I'm going to use this sort of thin primer, I would need it to be clear to go all over. It's not pigmented enough to be used as a base. It's not sheer and neutral enough to be used as a primer. So yeah, I didn't pay for it. I wouldn't buy something like that. It actually came free with an order. And yeah, this is how far along I am with my PowerPoint eye pencil by MAC in Utility Grey. So yeah, there's a definite how do you word it? There's definite progress on that. And then for this powder, it's in medium, the Rimmel Lasting Perfection. So yeah, that's going well as well. I can't really use that unless I've got my fake tan on, because otherwise it's just too dark for me. But yes, that is going well. Let's move on to the products that I'm going to add to the project pan. So I'm going to add 2 foundations. There's not a lot left of this one. As you can see, it's Wake Me Up in True Ivory 103. This is my fake tan colour, my holiday colour, so I'll be using that over the summer. And then Rimmel Match Perfection 100 Ivory. Now this I stopped using. It used to be my holy grail go-to. Wouldn't use any other foundation for years, at least 2 years. but it got to the point where I wanted more coverage. But this is actually really stunning over the top of the BB cream, when the BB cream's used as a moisturiser and primer. I've got that on today, both of them on today, and I really like the overall effect. So yeah, I think those will be both really nice for summer. I'm adding quite a lot of nail polishes or nail varnishes into my project pan, just because I haven't got really a lot of spring summer options already in there. So I've got 570 Peachy by Gosh. Funny, the last one of the other nail polishes I had in here were Gosh, the only two I had, which is the peachy and the grey, and the grey's been and gone in this project. And I wanted to include this one, which is another 17 polish, and I cannot see the name of it because it's so old, but I've got so many colours, shades of this exact shade, so I really do want to use that up, simply because I've got so many of the same. I want to get through this 17 Nail Extras glitter top coat, because I thought when best to get through that, but spring and summer, I think I'll definitely make some use of it then. And I wanted to get through this 9901 Perfect Coral shade by Revlon, which I just thought would be a perfect summery shade. I'm going to add another concealer to the mix. It's Max Factor's NW15 Studio Finish Concealer. This creases terribly under my eyes, so I've been using it on my brow bone here as a highlight and to conceal any redness. It does have SPF 35 in it, so I'm really surprised that it's absolutely fine around my eyes, because SPF makes my eyes go mental. But for some reason I have worn this all over my lid on several occasions, and I love the idea of having SPF around my eye to protect my eye, but it's the first and only product I've ever tried around my eyes with SPF that hasn't irritated my eyes. I don't know how that's possible, but it does it. I also want to get through some Clinique, a little Clinique palette. I've used up this shade completely. This shade's nearly gone, and it's these two shades that aren't getting any love, so I want to use that up as well. To be honest, it's going to be a challenge because I really don't know what to do. I mean, it's obvious to look at it, you would probably put that all over the lid and that in the crease, but they're not really the sort of colours I would usually gravitate towards, so it is going to be a bit of a challenge for me. And then there's two lip products I'm bringing into the mix. You'll notice I haven't mentioned my e.l.f. Mellow Melon lip balm, and it's just because I've left that in my drawer at work, but I'm making a dent on that. I'm making an effort. It's in the drawer at work. But the two products I want to bring in is this BB Lips Beauty Balm SPF 15. It's a little I don't know if it's a sample size from number 7, and the number 7 High Shine Smile lip gloss, which is also SPF 15. Again, I just thought SPF would be great for spring and summer, and these were gifted to me by relatives, so I don't know how old they are, so I want to use them up before they go bad. I also wanted to bring into the mix this Rimmel Lasting Perfection Powder in Light. It's exactly the same as the medium shade, but it's just when I'm not having fake tan, which is most of the time, then this is going to be something that would work better for me than the medium, and it's also nearly gone, so I'm going to include that. And I'm also going to include this e.l.f. blush in, I believe it's Candid Coral, though it doesn't say on it. I've made a bit of a dent already, and I'm going to see how I get on with that one. So they're now in the project. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you're doing this with me, let me know how you're getting on in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!